Author Kelli Maria Korducki cites the study we just told you about in her latest article in Business Insider, The Death of the Typical Nuclear Family. The American family was a blip. It is time to rethink it, she wrote. Research shows one of the single greatest indicators of success or failure for a young person is coming from a stable household with two parents. For example, children who grew up with both parents are less likely to live in poverty or be incarcerated and are more likely to graduate college. Yet Korducki suggests the traditional American family is unsustainable in today's society. Quote, the nuclear family's guise of self-sufficiency only barely conceals its toxic codependency with the market economy. For that dynamic also makes the nuclear family particularly vulnerable to economic pressures. And Kelli is with us now, author of the book, Hard to Do, The Surprising Feminist History of Breaking Up. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. All else equal, do you have sort of an inherent problem with the concept of the nuclear family?
No. I mean, I wasn't writing an opinion piece about why the family is bad, but rather tracing an economic and cultural history really of the last century and a half, and just observing that the nuclear family kind of peaked during this very brief window and then has been steadily declining ever since. And just kind of asking questions about why it peaked when it peaked and what caused that, and also why it's been on the decline. And it sort of seems that this is a sudden trend, like millennials aren't having kids or Gen Z, you know, but that's not.
Well, you study this stuff, right? So is this a good thing that this is happening and something to be celebrated, or a bad thing that it's happening for our country and something that we need to reverse?
I don't think that that's necessarily the most productive way of addressing it. I don't think that reversing it or not reversing it is necessarily going to. We should look at the underlying causes of what's causing it to erode and see about addressing those, and not, I don't know, go on like a PR campaign to convince people that a nuclear family is right for them. Because really, the family is deteriorating for all sorts of reasons, and a lot of it isn't by choice. A lot of people who would prefer to be in a traditional nuclear family unit, like, you know, the Cleavers in Leave It to Beaver, just simply can't for all sorts of reasons.
Look, I think you make a great point that the economics have changed, right? When Leave It to Beaver and Happy Days and everything else existed, middle-class income of a father could support a family of four, and you could take a vacation and all those things. Now you need two incomes, so the idea of a stay-at-home mom is gone, and those dynamics have changed. But you say it's not the best way to look at it, and I'm wondering why, because you think about outcomes of two-parent homes being in a non-intact home more than triples both black and white children's odds of being in poverty. Those growing up from non-intact families are twice as likely to have been incarcerated compared to those from intact families, regardless of race. So if we know that traditional families breed better outcomes, why shouldn't we encourage it?
Well, I don't have the studies in front of me that are the sources of that particular data that you just cited. But I agree, absolutely. Like, obviously, stability, emotional stability, healthy role models, economic stability, these are all really, really important factors for anybody's well-being. But I think, again, this conversation often gets framed as sort of like a moral choice. And I don't know if that's necessarily a productive way of looking at things. Well, and it's worth asking how we could potentially facilitate more stability within society by providing people the means to be more stable.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.